welcome to the Planet Pearl YouTube channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Pearlin, and in this channel I share my love for all things fiber crafts, slow living and making lifestyle from my home in Christchurch, New Zealand. Thank you for stopping by. I do hope you like what I have to offer in this channel. Hit that subscribe button and follow me on my journey here. If you are coming back, I truly appreciate your continued support. It means a lot to me. My hope for this channel is to create a space where we can all connect and build a little community of like-minded makers. So don't hesitate to drop your thoughts and comments in the section below. I'd love to hear from you. So for this February Slow Makers Journal, I'm picking up from where I left off last time, trying to catch up on unfinished projects. As per usual, I didn't have a lot of crafting time, but I did manage to finish one project, which is my Musselburgh hat by Isolde Teague. As we all know, it's such a hugely popular pattern, and I've seen so many versions of this online. The uniqueness of this pattern comes from its versatility and adaptability to various yarn weights and needle sizes. Also, there is step-by-step instructions for each gauge, and it's very thorough. So I wanted to make it as well, and then wasn't sure how to do the pinwheel cast on. I also bought the knitting the swatchless hats mini course from Isolde Teague website, but I still couldn't wrap my head around the instructions. So you know how some instructions click and some don't, so I could not really follow that. So anyways, I found this amazing tutorial on Pearl Together for the pinwheel, pinhole cast on, and after that it was a very enjoyable knit. So here it is in all its glory. This was a wonderful travel knitting project. I knitted this on my work commute, and it's like a sock knitting, but in hat version. For this project, I wanted to try the Lika driftwood needles and the knitting for olive, merino and mohair yarn. I really enjoyed working with both. I got the DPNs first and then transferred to the circular needles. I love trying new to me yarn and needles and notions. So I got them from Hands-On, I think. I used 3.25 millimeter needles with a 24-inch fixed cable circular needles, and I also tried the interchangeable needles, and I loved using it for this project. I was so surprised. It didn't unscrew itself as I was working on it, and the yarn didn't catch a lot in the join as well, so it felt really good on the fingers. And so I really enjoyed working on it. The yarn I used is the knitting for olive merino yarn in so I held the dusky rose and the knitting for olive soft silk mohair in rose clay together. So this yarn and the needle, so with this yarn and the needle that I had chosen, my gauge was 8 stitches per inch, and I made the adult medium size. I knitted about 19 and a half inches because I wanted to fold the brim before I started the decrease. I mean, like, I wanted to have a folded towards the end. The decrease ran into needle problems with the Lika needles. I lost one of the 5 needle set, not the needle's fault. And then one of the needles just snapped just like that. At the join. I don't think I applied too much pressure or anything, but it just broke. So I had to go to my Knit Pro needles and worked with that. Other than that, towards the end, I really enjoyed working with this yarn and needles. The fabric this yarn and needle created together is light and soft and really cozy and warm. I don't think I will use a heavier yarn weight for this pattern because I feel that would get a little bulky. So I'm so excited. I finished this and I'm thrilled with how it turned out. I love the color and how warm it is and how cozy it feels. But I said that already. So yeah, it's getting a little chilly around here in the morning, so perfect timing too. Now the only downside for me is that the decrease section gave the hat on the other side. So I started with the pinhole here, and then the other side, the decrease section, it became like a tapered conical shape. I'm not sure how it's supposed to look, and I probably won't wear it this way. I don't like the conical look. I also didn't do the K together skip knit like the pattern called for, and it threw me off a bit when I realized that I could not pull the yarn underneath from inside like with regular hat patterns. In fact, I don't even know if it's supposed to look like this because it's my first and it looks kind of the decrease. Anyway, I won't wear on the decrease side, so it just bothers me a little bit. I'm sure I'll get over it after a while because I'm going to wear it on this side. All these thoughts make me wonder, have you made the Musselburgh hat yet? Is it supposed to look like this? Also, in my head, I was expecting a decrease similar to this one, like a rounded, nice decrease rather than this conical type one. But it's okay. This is my first Musselburgh hat, and there will be more definitely in the future because, like I said, it's like sock knitting in hat form. So that's my finished object, only one. As for works in progress, I'm working on my Lamina wrap. I was making a lot of progress and then I made a mistake in the pattern and it was going like wonky. So I pulled it all back and restarted again from the 5th color. Right now I'm on color 7. I only have a couple more rows to go, and I have the color 8 wound and ready to go. I just love working on this shawl. The yarn is a delight to work with, and I love how the colors work together and flow into the next color with the speckles, and it's really a joy to see the subtle colors unfold, so yeah, I have added stitch markers at every repeat, so it's really helpful because then once you get the hang of the pattern, if I made a mistake and I can just make out that I made a mistake and go back and fix it. Although lace is not easy to fix, I just go to the garter section and fix it from there and then continue on. This color scheme is so me. I even have a similar color scheme on my planner wallet. So if you see, it's very similar. I have this little setup here for this project in my knitting cart with all the advent yarn. I will insert a video here or somewhere later in the to end the show, how to show how I have set it up. Anyway, I also have my socks, and I have not made much progress on on it, but we'll leave it at that. And I want to talk about what I want to cast on next. So the weather is slowly getting autumnal. We have darker mornings, dull, sometimes drizzly. Today was so drizzly days. And suddenly slightly colder evenings, and really chill winds. Now that I've finished my hat project, I want to cast on another project, and I want to cast on a poncho. It's the easy folded poncho with cowl neck from Church Mouse Knits. I did not bother printing out the pattern because it's so simple. And I'm going to do the cabled border on it so that it will not get too boring, It's all stockinette stitch, and I think it will be perfect for mindless knitting. I'm also using different colors because then it will keep me interested in the project. I have yarn for it ready to go in my stash, and that is the Brooklyn Tweed Shelter in Fossil. This is Fossil, and this is Fauna, this is Hayloft, this is Wool Socks, and this is Trifle Hunt. I think all these colors, they all go so well together. I have set it up in my knitting mermaid bag, which was part of the Outlaw surprise Christmas package. So yeah, this is and I love having a poncho because it's a really fuss-free layering project, and you can throw it on over a t-shirt or anything, and it just keeps you warm like a blanket. So that's all I have from Ravelry slow making update. What are you all making this time of the year? Are you moving towards spring, or are you moving towards autumn? Let me know in the comments below, and what you're planning to make for those seasons. So until next time, happy making. Take care. Bye. This is an IKEA trolley that I have converted into my knitting craft trolley, craft cart, if you can call it that. And I have my needle basket here. I have a variety of needles in here: Chagu, Addy, Leica, and then yeah, that's all different sizes. All of them are fixed needles because that's what I prefer. And in this pouch that I got at one of the Wool Feast festivals is also a lot of needles. So that's all the needles that I have. And then this is my sock knitting needle, and you can see the needle, the Leica needle that I snapped while working with on my Musselburgh hat. And that is my knitting needle, sock knitting needle box. This is my sock knitting kit where I have the measuring tape, darning needle, the Kitchener stitch, and everything. If you go and have a look in what's in my knitting pouch, you can see all that. And this is a new purchase that I have recently thrifted, and it is a trinket box that I use to hold all my stitch markers. This one has the small stitch markers, and I will show it to you here. So this is my little trinket box that I thrifted, and I'm using it as my stitch marker progress keeper holder. And so on the top I have all the small stitch markers, and then in the second I have some bigger ones, and this one says Berlin on it. I got it from in a yarn club from Prosper Yarns, and I just love this one. And these have my more fancier stitch markers. At the bottom I have a couple of progress keepers in there. I need to find the other ones and put it in here. So that's my little thrift find that I am in love with. It looks like a heart-shaped one. So that lives here. So that lives here. And then here I have my cast on calendar Lamina wrap workstation. So I have arranged all my mini yarns in this space with the days and on the packets here, so that I know which day is which. And in this space is where I have all the yarns that I have finished, and this came in the packet, and it has some really pretty stitch markers in there, and the tea that she sent. And I have a couple of toilet paper rollers that I use to wind the yarn. And this is the description of the yarn that Mama Wooling sent, which is really nice. So it says, every screen here is new and unique. They were created with no recipes, just joy and creativity. In this way, they are like a painting, and you'll see the colors wash, splash, speckle as you knit them together. And I cannot agree more with that, because every time I knit on this shawl, I can see those beautiful colors come through, and it's just so beautiful. I just really enjoy, and it's a song that adds a new harmony each and every day as a new colorway is added, and it's so pretty. I love it. I really love it. So yeah, this is my little workstation for my Lamina towel, and this is the bag that I'm using for it, and it has this from Hohi's company. And I have my pattern in here. I'm on to the 7th color now, like I mentioned before, and I have wound this yarn for day 8 color, and I have wound it using that little toilet paper roll. So yeah, that's my workstation.